get wet during the show. Please remain seated during the show, and for the health and welfare of all our moving friends, please place all your rubbish in bins provided when you leave. And now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The ocean, vast, deep, and filled with wonder. Home to millions of different creatures, it has long been the domain of playful and intelligent seals. Taronga Zoo invite you now to journey into their remarkable world and discover some of their amazing abilities.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you going? Oh, you guys sound about as excited as I feel. It's New Year's Day. You guys aren't working. How you going? Not too bad. Welcome to Taronga Zoo and our great Southern Oceans Seal Theatre. My name is Mel, and this afternoon you're going to meet some really special seals. You'll discover what makes them unique and find out how we can all make a positive difference to their future. Now, to get this show started, we do need a seal, so please make our first seal star very welcome. Her name is Lexi. Now, Lexi here is an 11-year-old Australian sea lion, and Australian sea lions are one of the rarest species of seal in the entire world. So we're really lucky to have 5 of these gorgeous animals here with us. Now, I might get Lexi to say a very big good afternoon to everybody, but she's got a quiet voice, so I'll let her borrow the microphone. You can say hello. Thank you, Lex. Now, I did say Lexi is an Australian sea lion, but she's one of 33 different types of seal that are found on our planet. Altogether, seals are known as pinnipeds, and that word quite simply means winged foot. I'm going to show everybody flippers. Thank you. You can see where they get that name from. Now, those winged feet or flippers of hers allow her to be a very agile and able climber. She can very easily get around on all 4 flippers. You see, Lexi's very strong. She can actually hold herself up just on those front 2. Good work, Lex. Now, it's in the water where Lexi's flippers truly show what they're made for. Did you get that fish? Excellent work. Come on down, show everybody how good your flippers are in the water. You see, she can reach speeds of 30 or even 40 kilometres an hour, performing a behaviour called a porpoise. Now, every time she jumps out of the water, she's taking a quick breath of air. It allows her to keep up some terrific speed. She can chase prey. She can even escape from predators. There's a lot of predators out there that seals need to be on the lookout for. Things like killer whales. There's one other one, I never remember what it is. Lexi knows. You guys yell it out if you know what that is. No! That's right, there's sharks out there. Now, Lexi's probably the prettiest little shark you'll ever see, but that in fact is a natural behaviour that seals use to cool down. You see, their fur coats are really good at keeping the heat in. It's only her naked and hairless flippers that let the heat out. So on a hot summer's day like today, any one of her 4 flippers will do the trick. I think it's not her best side though, is it? No, we might turn her around, see that gorgeous face of hers. Now, all that talk of sharks for Lexi is a little bit scary, so we're going to head off stage and make way for another of our seal stars. Lexi, would you like to give everybody a big wave goodbye? You would? Okay, good girl. Big wave. Nice work, Lex. Please make the next of our seal friends welcome. His name is Mitchie. He's coming out here with his trainer, Ellie. Thanks, Mel and Lexi. How was that, guys? Pretty good? Not too bad. Well, I'm Ellie, and this gorgeous seal next to me is Mitchie, and Mitchie is a pretty different type of seal to Lexi, and that's because he's a Californian sea lion. These guys are found in the Northern Hemisphere.
Now you can see that Mitchie looks pretty different to Lexi, and that's because the Californian sea lions are a little bit bigger and a lot sleeker than the Australian sea lions. But they're also quite unique. They have something that no other seal species has. Mitchie, would you like to tell everyone what that is? That's right, they're the only seal with an American accent. That's the funniest joke I've told all year, isn't that right, Mitchie? Just joking. Well, it's that distinctive bark or the large mane that males can develop around their necks is what inspired the name sea lion in the first place. Well, before Lexi was showing off her shark impersonation, and when seals aren't looking out for predators, they actually make pretty good hunters themselves. You may have noticed these guys have a great set of sharp teeth, but they don't chew their food. They just swallow it head first and whole. Now that way the spines and scales don't get stuck in their throats, and these guys can fill up pretty fast. So Mitchie can eat this almost faster than I can throw it. Mitchie here has a healthy diet, and on an average day will eat about 7 to 8 kilos of fish. And whilst he doesn't stop to chew those fish, he uses his teeth for something else, and that's for his gorgeous smile. Yeah, a little bit creepy. I saw some of those creepy smiles out last night. Yeah. But eating all that fish each day means that these guys have some pretty bad breath as well. Mitchie, what's your breath like, mate? Yeah, pretty stinky. Good boy. Jokes aside, those seals do need to keep themselves well groomed. But that's pretty easy because on their rear flippers, they have 3 claws or nails. All they need to do is curl those rear flippers over and they can give themselves a bit of a scratch. Good boy, Mitchie. Good job, mate. Come down. Of course, in the water, those front flippers come in handy. They're quite big and soft, and they make the perfect face washer. Good boy, Mitchie. Well, now that Mitchie is a little bit more presentable, I'm going to send him all the way to the front so he can get a little bit closer to you guys. When he arrives, pay particular attention to his whiskers because Mitchie's going to show you just how much control he has over them. So over to the front, let's see how you go, Mitchie. Good job, matey. Back up when you get up. Big jump. Now Mitchie's going to show off those amazing whiskers, but we do need your help. You guys need to stare at his face very closely. Good, Mitchie. Must be my trying today. And on the count of 3, help me out by yelling whiskers. So you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Whiskers! Good boy, how about a big clap for those whiskers? That was fantastic, mate. Now, a seal's whiskers are really long. They're also very sensitive. And what they do is they pick up the vibrations that fish make as they swim through the water. So Mitchie's going to demonstrate the amazing use of those whiskers by doing something that's not quite natural for seals, but it is Mitchie's favourite behaviour, because doing this he gets to demonstrate those whiskers in action. As this ball is moving around his nose, it's his whiskers which feel the way it's about to fall, and he then just has to move his body to keep it on his nose. Now this is really, really hard. It's one of the hardest behaviours our seals learn to do. So if Mitchie makes it back up on stage, you need to clap, scream and go crazy for him. Let's see how he goes. Some amazing spin on it, isn't that right, Mitchie? Good job, mate. Oh, you don't have to do that today. Now, our oceans are home to over 1 million different species, and all these species live in the perfect balance. But if we upset that balance, the damage may be irreversible. And no matter how well equipped seals are to find food, sometimes the fish just isn't out there. So even though these guys are well equipped with those sensitive whiskers, terrific hearing and sharp vision, and even though they can hold their breath underwater, sometimes there's nothing out there for them to find. So Mitchie's coming on down. Let's have a look, Mitchie, if there's any fish in our pool to eat today. Ready? Anything? No, there isn't. But sadly, this is the case for Mitchie's wild cousins because our oceans are being overfished. There are simply more fish being caught and consumed than are breeding, which means it's getting harder and harder for wild seals to find a meal. Some seals have become so desperate they've taken to stealing fish off fishing lines and fishing nets. So they'll come across a fishing boat, see there's some fish trapped in the netting, and think they've got a free and easy meal. They'll grab that netting, just as Mitchie's about to show you, and think that the only thing they have to do to get the fish out is give it a really big shake. Isn't that right, Mitchie? Big enough shake to get the audience wet. Good boy. But something as simple and innocent like this can quickly turn deadly. Because once entangled in something like a piece of netting, the seal may become unable to feed, and in most cases they will probably drown. So for a seal that ends up like this, it's a pretty sad ending. Well, lucky for Mitchie, he has me to help him out. But there is also something that you guys can do as well. And here to tell you a little bit more about that, I'd like you to welcome out Chad. Over to you, Chad.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Now that you've heard about the state of our world's oceans, we'd like everybody to help out. So, hands up if you have Facebook. A few more people, mate. Everyone's got Facebook. Now, what you can do to help out is join Taronga's Facebook page. By liking Taronga's Facebook page, you support our Fish for Life campaign, and you can learn how we all can help. And one thing, a big thing that we all can do is when we're buying seafood, keep your eyes out for the blue tick that you see on that sign over there. Now, that MSC blue tick means that the product that tick is on has been independently certified to be sustainable, and it's an easy way that we all can help out and ensure that there's a future full of fish for all our marine life and ourselves. Now, getting our seals up to show standard requires a lot of work, and we have to build really close relationships with our seals that are in our care. And to give you a little bit of an insight into that this afternoon, I'm going to welcome back out Mel, and she's here with Maya, our Australian sea lion. But I do need the help of someone from the audience, so hands up if you'd like to meet Maya this afternoon. You are very quick. Do you want to hop on up here? Big round of applause for our volunteer. Now, what's your name? Olivia. Where are you from, Olivia? You're from Camden. Well, you haven't travelled too far this afternoon. Have you met a seal ever before? You haven't. Well, you'll remember this for a very long time. Now, what I'll get you to do is come on up over here to Maya and stand on this blue dot. Fantastic. Now, Maya here is a lady, so it's very important you're formally introduced. So what I'll get you to do is tap the top of her flipper. She'll lift it up, and you can give her flipper a little bit of a shake. So go on in there, tap her flipper. There you go. Well done. Now that you've been formally introduced, once Mel says it's okay, you can actually give her a pat where Mel shows you on her chest there. There you go. Nice pat. Yeah, big smile for your camera if you've got one over there. Now, if you want to take a step back for me, what does she feel like? Did she... wet? Yeah, that's right. She's making a bit of a swim this afternoon. Yeah, that's right. She thought she was too. Now, I hope you enjoyed that, but it's very important that we say goodbye. So give Maya a big wave goodbye. There you go, you did fantastic. If you want to grab a seat for me, thanks Olivia. Give Olivia a big round of applause. Also Mel and Maya. And please welcome back out to stage Ellie and our other Californian sea lion, Pepper. Thanks very much, Ellie.
Thanks, Chad. Didn't he do a great job? He's just learning, and you'll be a real seal trainer one day, Chad. What do you guys reckon? Not too bad? Well, I'm about to be joined by one of the younger seals that we have here at Seal Theatre, and his name is Pepper. He's also a Californian sea lion, but he's only 4 years old, and he's just learning to do the shows. He's in what we call Seal Preschool. Please make him welcome. And that's what we call stage fright. All right, let's try that one more time, Peps. Come on out, matey. Don't be shy. That's better. How about that, guys? Pretty impressive. Now, Pepper needs a lot of support and encouragement, so if he does anything that you like, make sure you give him a big clap. And we'll start off by getting Pepper to say a big hello. Are you ready, Peps? How about a big hello? Well, throughout the show today, you've seen that we do know a lot about the seals that we have here at the zoo. But there's still so many things that we just don't know about the life in our oceans. And one of the biggest misconceptions about seals is that they just eat and sleep all day long. So hands up if you're one of those people who think that seals are lazy animals. Anyone? Yeah, I know you do, Pepper. Well, that would be an easy mistake to make because most of the day these guys can be found on the beach somewhere, not doing anything much except lying around. Maybe having a bit of a sunbathe. Good boy. But looks can be deceiving. Seal colonies are busy and tensions can run a little high. Now if you're a larger breeding male like Mitchie who we saw earlier, or even a younger male like Pepper defending a territory, you need to keep your eyes open and watch your back at all times. Good boy. Now what they're watching out for is if another seal's going to come along and steal their piece of land. That way they can either choose to turn around and fight or to run away. Now Pepper here, as I mentioned, is one of the youngest seals here. He only weighs just over 60 or 70 kilos. He's still pretty strong and he's going to show off just how strong he is. Ready, Pepper? Let's go. Good job, mate. That was impressive. Now these guys have an amazing natural strength and ability that they use on land and in the water. And so Pepper's going to do a little bit of showing off for you. But I do need the help of someone from the audience that doesn't mind getting a little bit of a splash. So let's see. Alright, in the green dress in the front row, all you need to do is stand up, take a few steps forward to the front of the glass, stand right in front of me. Okay, now you're going to help me out with some training for Pepper. I'm going to count up to 3 and you need to give Pepper the signal, or what we call the cue, to dive off that cliff into the water and touch that ball above the pool with his nose. So I'll count up to 3, you need to throw your arms in the air and yell, "Jump, Pepper." Now if Pepper jumps down and then does touch that ball with his nose, everyone in the audience has to go crazy. Give him a big clap telling he's done the right thing. Now he has actually been missing the last few days, so if he does that we need to be really quiet and we'll give him another go. So let's see how he goes, Peps. Get everyone on the edge of their seats. Okay, so on the count of 3, jump, Pepper. 1, 2, 3. Wasn't that fantastic? Pepper, was that loud enough? He said no. Okay, we'll try that one time again, but this time let's get everyone in the audience to help out. So on the count of 3, everyone throw your arms in the air and yell, "Jump, Pepper." You ready? 1, 2, 3. Jump, Pepper! And the splash is all the way over there. Sorry guys. Thank you very much. That was excellent. You outdid yourself. Well done, baby. Well, today we've taken a peek into the amazing world of submarine animals that have long inhabited the oceans of our Earth. Their future largely depends on choices we all make today. We need you to speak for our seals and spread the word about sustainable seafood. Because remember, it's your choices that really can make a positive difference to our marine environment. Now hopefully the gorgeous Maya will be coming out. Not quite sure. Thank you, Maya. Better late than never. Now if you're interested in the best seafood choices to make, check out the zoo website. Otherwise, if you're hungry, head over to Cafe Harbourview right here at the zoo. We can pick up a lunch, which is Australia's first MSC certified cafe, so we're very excited about that. Otherwise, on behalf of myself and Pepper, whoops, too much to drink last night, Pepper. Maya and Mel, and everyone here at Seal Theatre, we hope you've all enjoyed yourself, and we hope you continue to enjoy the rest of the beautiful day here at Taronga Zoo. Bye for now.